What's up everybody, Mr. Nationwide here. So I was going to show you what I did yesterday in old Yukon. Got the plastic dip the rear bumper in black. Yeah, so it looks real nice. Yeah, I'll dip a little bit at the top, but I'm going to do more work on it. I can. And I had like, it was like rubberized coating to go on this plastic piece, but oh boy, look how it turned out. It looks like it's just too much warpage. So I probably had to put maybe bell wire material. Yeah, I was thinking maybe bell wire material on that side. And plus I ran out of masking tape and all that. I was going to do the GMC layers, but all of a sudden I ran out of masking tape and don't have much plastic dip to go with. Yeah, so it's not so bad. So next Saturday I'm going to do the front bumper. Yep. I'll do a little vlog all the way. Yep. Put the camera up. Okay. If you guys can see me, that's fine. So anyway, last weekend, you know, it was like a 4th of July weekend was a long weekend. It was, you know, the 4th of July celebration at Lake Benson Park, which is always on, you know, July 3rd. Yeah. And there's 4th of July, you know, of course, in Raleigh, for farmers. But I decided not to do it anyway, because, well, one thing, there's karaoke night. You know, I stay there till midnight until I go to this other club, because there's this birthday girl that I know that's going, you know, coming all the way from Texas, you know, for birthday. You know, it's a club in Raleigh. It was a club I never got to, but that club was really crowded. It was like, it was small inside. You could barely find any parking. And then, well, there was barely any parking anyways. And then I finally found a parking spot. And that birthday girl showed up late. Like, I got there around 12:30. She showed up like almost 1 o'clock. I thought she was already there. I thought I was the one showing up late. So anyway, me and her got talking a little bit and agreed each other happy birthday, and then started dancing and stuff. And then, well, she came all by herself and me with friends. Well, for some reason there's something wrong with the damn camera mount. It's freaking dickered. They used to be able to put it here, but I think it's the damn sun here. I'm gonna stop anyway because there's nobody behind me. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with this. There we go. Okay, you guys can see it better. Yeah, so anyway, I was dancing with the birthday girl and then talking a little bit. And then next thing you know, it's got a ride over to her hotel room, and I went inside with her and talked for her some more, and then next thing you know, we had a one-night stand. Yeah. So I banged the brains out of her bed. But, you know, I was thinking to myself, I might as well get it over with because, you know, she lives in Waco, Texas. She moved out of Raleigh back last winter, shortly after her dad passed away. Yeah, and because her mom's over there in Texas. Don't know why her mom would move over to Texas for what, I don't know. But she said stay there to support her. I said, are you two living together? And he said no. And then I'm thinking to myself, but what's the point of moving all the way over there if they don't live together? You know, she could just have her mom to move over here, or to North Carolina. I mean, it's kind of dumb anyway, because like, you know, at the time, well, last fall, I did want to go with this girl on a date. So that, but then until I saw on Facebook that, you know, she's moved to Texas, couldn't do anything about it, and then wait forever for her to come back, and she finally came back last weekend, and had no chance to do one night stand with her. Yeah, so I'll figure the next time she come back in town, I'll go take some bussers. We'll do karaoke night. You know, we're nothing serious anyways. I might as well have some other fun stuff involved. Well, anyways, as you see, you know, my last video, that duet, it didn't turn out as good as planned because, well, of course, Storm Bamford wasn't there, you know, because he had something going on, you know, downtown Raleigh. because he's wrestling. He's refereeing a wrestling event up there. They got a wrestling ring over there on one side of the street, you know, for the 4th of July celebration. Yeah, so he was refereeing, and of course he was there all day. And so I couldn't, you know, yeah, he was my best cameraman out there when I needed him, but he wasn't there. So I had this Mexican couple to, you know, film the video, but I don't know, for some reason they didn't know how to operate the damn phone or something. I'm guessing maybe the phone already blacked out, and you know, you had to push that unlock button. Yeah, then finally they got the camera rolling. So he came here to something then, and then they filmed their video, their camera, and you know, exchanged email address, you know, so they sent it to me, and maybe I could download it as a file for me to upload that on YouTube. But that didn't happen anyway. So, but I got their number, so I'm gonna give them a call sometime this week. You know, ask them about the video and stuff. I told them who I was, you know, and probably subscribe to YouTube. Oh, anyway, channel on YouTube. Well, I gotta make more business. I gotta make some business cards for my account. It'll be a lot easier to check me out here. Maybe I can get more views that way. Well, as you can see, you know, I had Adriana as my guest on YouTube on that duet video, and she's hot though, so it's like the first time I had a girl to appear in one of my videos. Well, once I filmed, it's just like, well, the one there, it was like 3 of them. They're dancing on the bar counter at the Ugly Monkey. Yeah, it was kind of funny though in a way, but I didn't know them. Oh boy! And then there's other 2 girls that were singing at one time, and you know, I had one of their numbers, but it didn't work out as planned, anyways. They're so stinking busy. School. I didn't even know they're in college. I thought they were already done. Yeah, summer school, which is ridiculous. Oh, live and you learn. Yeah. So anyway, we went over. Let's see. Yesterday, you know, did my step on the bumper and stuff. And then there's some stuff that I needed to be done with the truck. Well, last Friday coming out of Lake Benson Park, you know, it's like really wet and slippery, you know, and the wheels are spinning. The rear wheels are just spinning, and I'm like drifting a little bit, fishtailing and all that. And I want to keep it straight, so I decided to put in 4-wheel drive. And so I'm out there, you know, 4-wheel drive. It didn't take forever to get out like it did last year. And so I went over to McDonald's. And then I shut the truck, you know, and I turned back on. And guess what? The truck was stuck in 4-wheel drive on 4 high. And the thing on the fuse, they just, you know, you pull out the fuse on the 4-wheel drive, you know, it's for the shift, I mean the control module, turn on and off, and it'll reset back to, you know, 2-wheel drive. Well, for some reason I wasn't doing it, and I was stuck all the way, and I made it home. But, and of replacing the transfer case control module, what that does is when you push the button on the 4-wheel drive buttons, that tells you, you know, it tells the module tells the shift encoder and the speed sensor to shift in those gears, and it just takes forever for it to shift. It's ridiculous. Why it makes like a noise thinking it's going to shift, but it's not going to shift. Before that, called CarQuest, and they have a distribution center over in Raleigh, right by the Penske Spring Forest, and that's where they do the maintenance at. And so anyway, I called up, and they said they have it. I gave them the part number. You know, the part number is 599-104, and they said they had the part number. So anyway, as I was taking the old one out to turn in for, you know, the core, so I wouldn't have to pay that core fee, spend more than what I needed. Just as I was taking off the old control module, the guy from CarQuest called up and said, "Oh, sorry, we didn't have that part. I just know we sold that yesterday, you know, the day before." And I'm thinking, what? Why would he tell me he had it anyway? Why would it still be in the computer thinking they had it in stock, especially one left? I was like, "Fuck this." Then we went over to Napa Auto Parts, and it was closed for some reason on Saturdays. Don't know why. you had to disconnect the battery as you do that. And that's exactly what I did. That control module was like underneath the dash, right by the parking brake assembly. On the newer Chevy trucks from 1999 later, usually it's on the passenger side kick panel by the passenger side door, which is easier to get to, but I didn't have it on that side for some reason. So anyway, after I replaced that, I went over by the railroad tracks, over by the buy shop, and it was off of Irving Road. And so I drove through it alongside the railroad tracks on 4 low. For some reason, I can't get it at 4 high. Yeah, I needed it at 4 high because I didn't want to be driving so damn slow in that trail when it's nice and flat. That you can drive a little faster and burn a lot of gas at the same time. Then I can't even shift it back to 2-wheel drive. I don't know what the hell. Like the light is like the 2 high and the 4 high light. It's like blinking, while the other, 4 low light was on, and then it won't even fucking shift. Yeah, you have to put the truck in neutral for it to, transfer case to shift, and then that won't even do it. So I went over to the end of the road tracks where I started at. Luckily, there's no cops around that's questioning what I'm doing, because I guess that's not private property, maybe. So anyway, I took out that shift encoder. No, not the shift encoder, the transfer case control module. It's only 2 bolts to take off. The socket set, 10mm socket. And I unplugged 2 of those wires, plugged back in, and it went back to 2 high, and I haven't used that since. So what I did is got the truck all muddy. And then go to the car wash to get it washed off. Then I saw some dude I think I met over at Burger King parking lot that had a Yukon Denali XL, but he had a squatting though, like the rear end's low and the front end's high. And he said that, well, he said he sold it. Well, but anyways, he told me that it's probably like the speed sensor in there. I had to check. Yeah, because I told him that the transfer case was replaced back in, January, and said something about the shift problem where, it goes to 4-wheel drive, and then it goes, and then when you can put it back in the 2-wheel drive, but when you turn off the truck, turn it back on, it's stuck in 4-wheel drive, then you have to take the fuse out and put it back on until it's on 2-wheel drive. But for some reason, it won't do it. There's a new transfer case, the mechanic thought, for sure it was like that, but now I ran out of the damn warranty. I mean, these fucking guys, they could have at least replaced the damn control module. They could just put a new one in and see what happens, see if the whole transfer case will still shift. And if it still shift, I wouldn't spend, $1,600. I had to get a loan for that because I didn't have that kind of money. Yeah, and I couldn't even do anything during the month. And me without my own truck, and I had to drive 2 other vehicles, and one vehicle let me stuck. I had to get it towed in. So that was bullshit. I spent all that money for nothing, and all that time. And I said before, I want to do a transfer case swap. Just take out that damn electronic push button shift transfer case and just get like the manual shift and fly transfer case, like the like the SLE models or the LT models. Because it's better with that anyway. I wouldn't have to worry about the damn shit I'm messing up. The only thing electronic about that manual transfer case will be the front axle actuator, and if that goes bad, you can always replace it. And they don't cost a whole lot because it's just a wire, and then you just screw it in with. Well, you had to use big channel pliers on that side of the axle. But this crap with this transfer case, that's electronic, that shift encoder, and then that transfer case control module, and then a speed sensor, and all kinds of wires, all kinds of bullshit you had to deal with. I mean, I was lucky I was able to make it through the snow last winter. I mean, look at this. I mean, it may save space, and maybe faster to shift, but the way it's going where it's, really unreliable, it's just fucking stupid, and you're just better off with the old-fashioned way with the, the shifter. Now, all I had to do is just shift back to 2 high, and I'm good to go. And then if I wanted to tow it, I just put it in neutral. At least this one had a neutral feature, but I haven't put the transfer case in neutral yet. And see, you had to push two or three of these buttons at the same time to do that. Then you have the red light indicator on neutral. That's all it is on there. Yeah, so I mean, the off-road project probably had to still be on hold until I get this damn transfer case working. I've been wanting to get new wheels and tires and shocks and then new suspension parts in the front. Yeah. Although I'm fucking committed to this truck anyway. Yeah. But, you know, I have like 181,103 miles. Yeah, so I'm almost close to the 200,000 mark. Yeah, it is my next oil change. See, 183,000. So I was just gonna do that every 3 months because I think with the bad, you know, engine oil cooler line. Well, that slow leak, I think I've been burning at least 2 quarts of oil. Yeah. But I put like a stop leak setup. I mean, it's STP stop leak. You know, to stop that from leaking for good. Because, you know, I was going to take it to the shop, you know, to get this lines replaced, but there's some other stuff I had to replace first before I do that. So I'll just do the cheap stuff first and then the expensive stuff later. And then as far as the interior, you know, that's going to be the last thing in the list. There's a couple more speakers in the back I need to replace. Way up there. Those are 2 speakers. And then get that subwoofer and an amp. And then, you know, the carbon fiber dash trim I was thinking of putting. And then seat covers, because look at this seat. You know, I had that seat cushion here and just not worth a shit, so I said, nah, fuck it, I'll just take it off. I still got my seat cushion real good and stuff. Just can't wait until I get new seat covers. And plus I need a blower motor fan too, because for some reason in the state it's just too humid at night that I had to use the froster for the windshield. Yeah, it's hard as the damn fog on there, so I had to use that shit. I mean, I didn't think it's worth it anyway. I mean, I want to be able to use the defroster and vent at the same time. Yeah, instead of the defroster and floor at the same time. Yeah. But this will be it for today. There'll probably be a little bit more videos along the way somewhere. And well, I'm going to start coming up with a good duet for next Saturday with me and girl Gianna. And see if we can follow through it. So this will be it. Later.